Over in Killarney, many years ago, me mither sang this song to me in tones so sweet and low. Just a simple little ditty. Hey, Skull, Bird, Jose, Cesaro, Savage Cat, Chrome, Gustavo, Aditya, Codebreaker, Tony, excuse me, Annalie, Steve Ross is here, Michael Zen, Glenn, Andrew Wilson, David Cruz, Milag, Erwin Elfsback, Dylan Hilton, Tim Conver, Moritz is here. Let's see, The Wuggle. I like that. Nobody really. Good screen names, good screen names. Daniel's back in. Radoslav Leifer's back. Esteban Gonzin. Hinata Hyuga. Curtis YouTube has banned Michael Jackson from YouTube. Oh, you mean our Michael Jackson that used to be in the chat here? Colton Watkins. Devin Adams. Blurry Face. Let's see. I was just about to eat Fat Fucker Loot says. Well, actually, this, I'll admit, well, I was going to say I'll admit to this, probably going to be one of the more boring streams, but actually, if I'm not paying close attention to the chat, it might be less boring for you guys. Basically, is video editing stream going to be a new theme stream? Well, I don't know, Big Green. It'll depend on if you guys enjoy this at all today. I wasn't going to be able to stream, because again, I'm just trying to get a lot of videos done ahead of time before we go on vacation. So everything is compressed together time-wise for me. But I got thinking, I sit here in front of the computer while I'm editing video anyway, so why not just turn this on and I can at least pay attention to the chat as I can. Garrett's here. Shattered Sunrise of the World. What's up? So the other day we were talking about how they wanted to add pedophile to LGBT acronym. Yeah, I saw that. I can accept that because freshman year I had a pedo teach. Oh, okay, it's got to be more to it. See, I personally, I think LGBT community is crazy if they allow them to add that to it. This is your plot to use. This is unpaid labor, isn't it? I wish I could. Wish there was a way I could figure out how to, how to, what's there, sublet out some of this editing. Yes, I like Thor Ragnarok, King Arthur. It was very good. Very, very good. I'm waiting to see if Garrett had more to his comment there. They should have stopped at LGBT. Now they have the rest of the alphabet. Pretty much all of it, Andrew. Yeah, pretty much every letter is covered at least once. But what I'll do is, as I'm editing, well, actually, I'm trying to think if I don't turn off you guys' audio, my on-screen audio as I do it. If it's interesting at all, you guys can hear what I'm editing. It'll be interesting to see if we get the stream shut down because there's going to be some audio from from videos on there. That'll be interesting to see. Winning the series? Oh, boy, I don't know, Roberto. In baseball, it's so hard to say. Because it just depends on who gets hot at the right times. More so, I think, than football or basketball. So you could really Astros can make a great case for. The Red Sox are now playing very average ball at best. Yankees get Judge back. They're a contender. Hard to say. I think it's going to be American League. Hey Joe. Hey, Thick Daddy Hisoka is only good pedo. Yeah. Oh, I just watched some more Hisoka just a little while ago, Joe. God damn, he's such an excellent character. He's such a freaky creep, but he's such an excellent character. What am I editing at the moment? I was just about to get started here. Hunter x Hunter episode 44 is going up in just a moment. As a matter of fact, hold on. What I'm going to do is now, and two, you guys know I'm very sensitive about that. If anybody posts a super chat for whatever reason while I'm looking away, I will check my super chat only page when I come, as I look up from my editing. But I just thought of this. So what I'm going to do is I'll get the you guys' chat right here on my phone. Money, ice cream, money. I'll get that up here on my phone as we go too, so I can take peeks at it. My channel. And then as the video goes into render mode, I can come back and hang again. Garrett says, first I didn't mean to say accept. I can accept a pedo in any position. I sat in the health class, and every time he walked by or spoke about the girls, calling them young women shivers. Yeah, see, that's the problem, like what we talked about, Garrett. You know, they want to add that the pedophiles don't want to be looked down upon by society because they say if they don't act on it, if they don't act on those urges, they've done nothing illegal. True, it's not illegal. It's still an issue. And as I've said, I don't think they should ever be without direct supervision. Because if you're having those urges and admit to it, good for you for not having acted upon them. But if you're admitting they're there, how do you know you're not going to have a moment of weakness and it's not worth sacrificing some kid because you might have a moment of weakness? Lifer says, there was a card game shop near me that hated me and other Yu-Gi-Oh players. Karma. They went bankrupt and are getting replaced by a real ramen shop. Nah, really, Lifer? Yeah, as someone who generally doesn't even believe in karma, that's still karmic. It absolutely is. Oh, yeah, it might help I actually click on that. Okay, I'm going to turn the volume down. I'm going to get you guys' chat up here on my phone, too, so as I start editing, I can still see what you guys are saying. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. There we go. Now, I can see you guys, what you're saying down there. Green eggs and spam. Can I start calling people young women shivers? It's odd, yeah. Well, I think it means when they were calling them young women, he got shivers. That's, yeah, I don't get it at all. At all. Fun fact, most fights with Hisoka and them are just him defending himself. Hashtag Hisoka did nothing wrong, Zulu says. Last I heard, it's now LGBTQ. The fuck is the Q? Tim asks, queer? The Q is queer, right, guys? Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual, queer? I think. I have trouble keeping up with the alphabet portion of it too, Tim. I think that's what it is. Queer. It is queer. Okay, that's what I thought. This Q stands for Q-Bag, Gone says. That's what, yeah, Lix has all the letters. I knew there was more than that. It's LGBTQPB now. Jesus Christ. Oh, excuse me. So just found out the Hunter x Hunter manga is finally coming back after another long hiatus, so we may finally get enough content to get more anime content as well. Oh, that'd be cool. That would be freaking awesome. Q stands for Quebec. Oh, wait a second. Garrett's got a payoff to the story. The motherfucker was arrested on third day, and for half a semester we didn't have a teacher. I joke on pedophilia, but it truly disgusts me. Oh, absolutely, it's disgusting. He was arrested third day in? That's great that you guys got to experience 3 days with somebody heinous enough to have been arrested on the third day. Oh, just fucking ducky. At least you know you're as straight as a dick, Wolf says. No, I don't have any problem with LGBT. It's the extra, that, how many are we up to genders now? It's those that believe there are genders other than two that confuse and befuddle me. That's the way I am too, Em. I say do your own thing. I've never had a problem with that. You know, I'm a supporter of gay marriage, all those things. I don't get the genders thing. Nor do I have any desire to figure it out. The Q Daniel says the Q stands for ginger. The Q is silent. You guys are good. You're losing me. Boy, hey Curtis, how much longer for Full Metal Alchemist on the channel? I have no idea what you're talking about. How much longer for it? I'm not sure what you're asking. The appetizer. Garrett says, best part was he was arrested because of a known past encounter with two young women he brought over and got drunk. Yeah, I don't have, the T stands for trap, he says. I don't have any sympathy for pedos at all. No use for them as far as I'm concerned. A lot of people confuse pervy men wanting to get some teen pussy with big tits with actual pedos who want little kids who look nothing like women. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, that's absolutely. And I think, Joe, There comes a point, though, as an older guy. You know me. You guys know there's nothing I love better than big tits. But when you get to be old enough, I mean, you're not talking about, you're talking about a 25-year-old and an 18-year-old. That's perfectly natural. When you get to be my age, it's still a little disturbing to me when you see old men, and you see it out and about. I'm sure all of you see it at times, trying to hit on girls of that age. I can make jokes about big-tittied 18-year-olds and this, that, and the other, but the fact is, who would really actually want to try and act on it? I mean, not for me, just because as much as big titties might be nice, there's no allure to someone that young for me. Let's see. Curtis, I saw a fucking legendary meme when I was out shopping groceries. Wheelchair parked in the handicap parking space. That's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, yeah, that could be. Oh, doesn't realize it's only on page. Oh, so you think he was asking what's coming to the channel? Gotcha. I should have picked up on that, Andrew. Yeah, there are not going to be any more anime series reactions on the channel. YouTube has taken care of that. They've struck that down, literally. Wolverine's here and he has a story. All right, I'll hold on for just a second, Wolverine. I got to get to editing here. Let's see. P stands for picking the nose until your brain is a piece of booger. Oh. That sounds like an interesting hobby, actually, Sky. I might be doing that. Pedophiles and LGBT, and including all issues with race and religion. Yeah, America's becoming great for sure. Well, in fairness, though, Steve, last I understood, the LGBT community was not accepting of pedophiles within their ranks. I know there are some fringe elements of it that said they were cool with it, but the last I knew, their official response was, nah. No, come on, Lex. Apparently, P stands for pedos, B stands for black. Because why would black be a sexual preference? I mean, I guess it could be. Because oh wait, think of SpongeBob joke. The chocolate episode, Bubby Wubby. Yeah, I know the chocolate episode well. Chocolate. Garrett says teacher was in 40s, talking about his pedo teacher that got arrested. And the teen girls were 15 and 16, respectfully. If I remember correctly, in all honesty, at least it was a middle school teacher. Yeah, but still, like I say, Garrett, if you're in your 40s and you're inviting 15, 16-year-olds over to your house, you need to go to fucking prison as far as I'm concerned. Again, it's a different thing. If somebody's 20, 21, it's not a good idea to certainly have a sexual relationship with them because you're still, by law, you can still be held accountable, but at least it's understandable, the attraction. But when you're in your 40s and you're inviting 15, 16-year-old girls over to your house, yeah, time to go to jail. Gone says they got the jungle fever. B stands for bestiality? That wouldn't be surprising either, Joe. Yeah, hopefully he is getting what he deserves in prison. Wiggle me this. The teacher was stupid. She kept saying, hold on. Did I miss the first part? I have a court date. I gooshed up a preschool. I gooshed the kids and they were tight. I also gooshed the teacher. The teacher was stupid. She kept saying, please stop, please don't, instead of harder, daddy. Wolverine. Yeah, the whole thing for adding a P, that's the last I had heard too, TNT. The pedophiles had actively requested it, but the last I knew anyway, the official response from the LGBT community was as it should have been. Ragav, hey, good to see you, pal. Gay sex is now legal here in India. Now my homeboy is going to get this thick dick he was craving for. I knew they had repressive laws about it in India. I didn't know it was legal now. Very cool. Retro Mint Man. I can understand people who are about 10 seconds old hitting on people who are 4 seconds old. Yeah, might be a little creepy, but yeah, it's cool. That's funny. No, that I explained that point. I got what the gang explained to me. No anime reaction videos will be coming to YouTube anymore. They've struck them right out of existence on our channel. Yeah, as High says, yeah, most folks who support LGBT causes want nothing to do with that. You have a couple who want to, but no one likes them. Yeah, it's the fringe. Yep. Yep, just as High said, that's what I had heard too. There's a couple of fringe lunatics that are supporting adding the pedophiles to their acronym, but by and large, the community is like, nope, fuck off. So it is 6.9, a good time interrupted by a period. Hey, babe, I know I just came out of a vagina, but I'd love to get inside yours. Well done, Lude. He's talking about the how you the 10-second old and the 4-second old, you know, getting a little bit jiggy. It's not the fringe, it's the people at the top, not the average gay person. The people at the top. See, I hadn't heard that, Chrome. I had heard that the organization itself was against it, but that there were some fringe members who were entertaining the idea. That's what I had heard, but I haven't read up on it in a while since it first became a thing a few months ago. I like rubbing against the couch. Give me a flag in a parade. What's the difference between Friolero? I have a morbid joke. What's the difference between Isaac Newton and the baby I just killed? Isaac Newton died a virgin. Oh, that's rough. Death Note I've seen halfway through because I was watching it on Rift TV, and Rift TV went under, so I'm gonna hit that one up again. And Code Geass, I think at some point that'll get voted in at the Goosh, because again, we have polls for what series we're gonna watch, and I'll be surprised with the amount of people who enjoy it. I'll be surprised if it doesn't get voted in at some point. Itachi Uchiha, what about anime on Vimeo? Again, you guys are losing me. What do you mean? What about anime on Vimeo? I'm not sure what you're saying. There's many different LGBT groups. I've heard that too. And just like Hollywood, a lot of perverts, rapists, and pedos rise to the top because they tend to be the most power hungry. That's understandable. LGBT, let's goosh baby tits. Jesus, Wolverine. FMAB? Hold on. Oh, I gotta move my phone so I can see my... Let me see what the last episode I watched was. Last episode I watched was 19. We're several episodes behind that at the Goosh, because, again, I'm watching ahead because I've got... I'm trying to get stuff done before I go on vacation. And I'm trying to get a bunch of videos built up ahead. So I'm trying to start a rock band. Yep, I knew that, Garrett. Y'all know this. I'm beginning to think that the first album should be a punk album, like early Green Day and the Sex Pistols. That'd be cool. Like I say, whenever you start putting it together, clue us in, because I'm sure a lot of the gang would be interested as well as I am. I like to hear your music. I would enjoy it very much. Yeah, you gotta make sure and let us know. That would be cool. I have no musical. I love music and have no musical talent. My musical talent is close to, well, no. I was going to say is close to my artistic talent, but no, that's not even true. My artistic talent is in the negative side. Nothing is close to as bad as that. Call the album Goosh Pistols. There you go, Lifer. That's cool. No one's higher than I am, especially when I'm on crack, Milog says. A strapless bikini? Yeah, I've got a few of those on. You know, on file, of course. My pictures of me in a strapless bikini, but I can't. Those are worth too much money. I can't share them for free. Hey Curtis, you see, Glenn says, you see any highlights from All In from this last Saturday? It was a great show. No, I didn't. As a matter of fact, Glenn. Good show, yeah? No, I didn't. I didn't see anything from that. Chrome. Wait, is Death Note not going to be one of the ones definitely happening in $1 tier, or is it going to be one of the vote ones? Oh, well, here's how that's going to unfold. I'm not going to suggest it at any of the upper levels, Chrome, and my plan is to put it at the $1 level. But because it's so far down the road, because I want to get Dragon Ball Super in at the $1 level, I promised everybody Yu Yu Hakusho at the $1 level. The only way it won't be at the $1 level is if the gang at the $5 level votes it in. I doubt that's going to happen. Death Note, as much as everybody likes it, I don't think Death Note is clearly not one of the ones that gets mentioned a lot. And given the length of the series that we're doing there, yeah, I don't think there's any chance of it getting called in. But I just wanted to put every possibility. I've always told everybody they could have whatever they want at each level. So if they voted it in, I'd have to watch it at the 5. I doubt that's going to happen. My plan is to put it at the 1. You just got your ramen guy cards? Nice, Lifer. Nice. Oh, Daniel, that's gross. So my gay friend got fired from the sperm bank. Apparently they got him drinking on the job. Bukkake jokes. Steve, the state America is in, living in North Korea doesn't seem too bad. Well, I'm not willing to go that far yet. LGBT, let's go buy toiletries. Gone says. You guys are funny. You like that? Frost wants to know who does my hair. It's looking pretty sharp today. I got to admit, I'm having a hell of a hair day. I am. I admit it. Some people think the phrase 5-finger discount means stealing, but think about it. It could also mean jerking guys off for free stuff. Very true, Milog. So I guess I should be really careful about where I go around asking for... I was going to say I should be careful, but I don't care. Either way it works. I can't... Yeah, I'm anxious for that myself now. That's what I mean. That's why I can't guarantee... Excuse me, I can't guarantee that Death Note would be at the 1 because it's possible they could vote it in at the 5 first, but I would be shocked if that happened. Garrett says, basically so I can call out all these groups in America on their BS. Damn it, for the closing track, I'll write a song making fun of ourselves. There you go. Hey, in all seriousness, I think self-deprecation in any art form, whether it's comedy or music or anything like that, can be wildly entertaining, can be a good sell, too. Let's see. I don't understand why WWE isn't pushing Curtis, Retro McMahon says. Yeah, they just have not hitched their horse to my wagon. Yeah, you're pretty much, if you've got Ramen Guy Lifer, you've pretty much reached the pinnacle. Bubby Wubby says, my foot is sleeping. Wake that bitch up, slap it around. You should do what Real Big Fish did and write a song backwards? I never heard about that, Lex. Yeah? That's kind of cool. I'm guessing after watching Hunter x Hunter, you'll be anxious to see Yu Yu Hakusho since previous work of Hunter x Hunter's creators. Yeah, Chrome, and that's absolutely true. But the bigger element of it is, I had promised it to so many people because it was coming up at the YouTube channel before all the shit hit the fan and I couldn't do stuff there anymore. So I told everybody, everything I was going to do at the YouTube channel, I would keep at the lowest level at the Goosh. So, again, Chrome, I'd be shocked if they voted in, yeah, that one, Death Note, before I get to it at the 1. I would really be surprised. And again, when we have the nominations and the polls and everything, I'm not going to suggest it. So if it were to come up, it would have to come up organically, and I don't see it happen. Oh, it'd have to come up organically. Okay, there, my foot is good. Oh, good, Bubby Wubby. Hold on. I got something wrong here on my... Just in case I go... Oh, that's why. Jesus Christ. My phone here, for when I switch over to watching you guys' comments on my phone was like about 2,000 comments behind. Gay prank gone right in the hood? Oh, Dashy Games is fun. Dashy's hilarious. I love Dashy Games. He's so freaking... He's better than... watching him play the games is better than the games themselves a great portion of the time. I didn't forget about TF2. I don't know why you think that, Gabriel. I never... I didn't forget about TF2. Let's see. It's a bit more traditional shonen. You kind of see the creator beginning to develop a style before Hunter x Hunter. I'm looking forward to it, Chrome. Well, what everybody's been telling me about it. There's absolutely no guarantee that I'm wearing pants right now, Mint Man. You are 100% correct. Yeah, me too, Cesaro. Hashirama! Yeah. Yep. I really do miss that. That was such a great time watching Naruto. It really was. I did forget about the fried cheese, though. You are correct, Lex. You are correct. God damn it. I'm getting the fried cheese again. DBCA tomorrow. There's a lot of real obtuse comments today. What does DBCA tomorrow mean now? I don't understand what that means either. It's like, just 2 and 3 word sentences with no real pop to them. Holy Dream says, she's Curtis, how many drinks will it take for you to be with me? Well, drinking is not going to do it because I don't drink. I don't care for alcohol, so it'd have to be cash. I want to be a high price whore. It's always been my goal. You know what? I'm not gonna end up editing any video during the stream, am I? I should have known I'd get too interested in chatting with you guys. Oh, I forgot to pay you that $30. The only way I know you can't get me on that one high is because my lawn hasn't been mowed in over a week, so I can look out and see that it's home. It's basically hay right now. Because again, just because. Oh, the live stream. Oh, I heard something about that, Enigma. Okay, I didn't know what you meant with just that brief sentence. Yeah, I heard something about that. But yeah, because I've been pushing so hard with getting extra videos done, I went out, mowed a little bit yesterday, but I still got like 70% of the lawn to go. Let's see. You just got up? Well, that might not. I never know what time zone somebody is in. That might be perfectly acceptable. I never said. Oh, that's a good point. I never said I mowed it well. You know, you saying that high. I'll tell you guys a story. The city I used to work for. That's fuck off train. Many years ago, we had a mentally challenged guy working for us. I mean, his mental disabilities weren't severe enough that he was a danger to himself or others when using equipment, but he was very slow. He went out one day. He went out, and you know, typically he would do a lot of the stuff around our warehouse, our storehouse, and stuff. So they sent him out one day to mow the lawn. He was out there for 2 hours, and one of our mechanics sees him out there. Again, he'd been out there for over 2 hours, and our mechanic goes out to him, and I won't say his name, but he says, "Hey," he says, "where'd you get that lawnmower?" And he says, "Well, I got it from in the garage there." He goes, "So I think that's one we were working on." And the guy goes, "Yeah, but it seems to be working fine." He goes, "Yeah, turn it over." There was no blade in it. Guy mowed for 2 fucking hours without a blade and never realized it. Now, I don't understand why people say drink it automatically means alcohol. It doesn't, but when somebody says drink in that context where they're trying to get you to do something you haven't already done, I think it's a safe assumption to assume it's alcohol. Because water generally doesn't affect your decision making all that much. What do you think? Who? Crollo? I'm lost there. It could be one of the characters I made up nicknames for. Chrome says, "Oh, and because we've surprisingly been missing this type of comment recently, here we go. Watch 500 episodes of Naruto in one day. Whee! It's finished. 500 Boruto and Rick and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure." You guys are funny. So he simply ran. Yes, he ran the lawn over with the mower. It was running. It was running and everything. He started, but the mechanics had been working on it, so they had the blade off. So he, for 2 hours, mowed the lawn with no blade, with just the spindle spinning underneath there. Yeah, basically walked across the grass with an empty can. Pretty much, Lex. Pretty much. That was, the place I worked at was pretty special. Garrett says, "Other night at work, I was singing a song. One of mine and my coworkers told me it was great. I'm happy because this song is my favorite so far." Cool. Yeah, I'm anxious to hear him, Garrett. I really am. I've been anxious since you were first telling me about trying to get the band going and stuff. That would be cool. Somebody that I know, at least in the internet sense, starting their own band. Let's see. Okay, I'll give you $10. A used pack of gum and a used condom. Will you hook me up with one of those strapless bikini pics? Frosh will probably find out that you won't be surprised by knowing that that's the best offer I've gotten so far. You are currently the leader. Garrett says, "The 2 biggest problems still affecting my progress is lack of members and place to record." Yeah, place to record, that's got to be rough because it's so goddamn expensive if you were to have to rent studio space or something. Holy shit. Yeah, and the acoustics for the recording and everything are so critical. Yeah, that would, I can imagine that would kind of suck because I know studio space is ridiculously priced. Oh, Crow, the leader of the spiders. Okay, okay, that's yeah. I haven't seen actually an awful lot of him yet, other than sitting there. Well, and sitting there in their little hideout there with Hisoka sitting across him at the windowsill. So I haven't really got to see a lot of him yet. The one I got to experience is Wolverine Jr. there, Uvo, I think it is. He's pretty freaking badass. Holy hell. But where I am, the leader hasn't done an awful lot yet. I'll give you 10 hamburgers to destroy all such pictures with the Goosh Cannon. That's how they should end life. Well, it doesn't even have to be with the Goosh Cannon. It just, they need to end. Yeah, they should not exist. For those who don't know, we're talking about pictures of me in a bikini. Hey, bald man, that grass cutting guy that you just made fun of is my uncle. Now I'm going to have to mail you a flask of horse semen. Sorry, but it's a protocol for these things. Understandable, Milog. Actually, I think the guy who did the lawn mowing thing, he retired quite a number of years ago. I think he's in, last I knew him, I think he was in Florida. But he was sickly. I don't know if he's still with us or not. But the way he reads that book, damn, yeah, Joe. That's what I mean. He hasn't really done much yet except sit there and look imposing. And again, the thing that struck me that most, I think I just posted that, the Hunter x Hunter video I'm about to reference here. When I first saw him, is it just me? Doesn't he look a lot like Illumi? Because for a second my heart went in my throat. I'm like, how the fuck is Illumi the leader? And then you looked at it closer, and obviously it wasn't him. But boy, they have a similar appearance. Wolverine says the kid isn't mine. I aborted him for a fleshlight. No, specifically the Goosh Cannon. I'm curious about its destructive potential. Me too. Actually, me too. Very curious about its destructive potential. Hold on, guys. I just gotta check something here. Okay, hold on here, guys. God damn it. Okay, I just had to check something. Let me get right back to it. God damn it. Let me double check. Make sure. Yeah, I thought some super chats had scrolled by. And a place to record. Okay, I saw that. And the kids. Oh, boarding for a flashlight. Okay, I'm good. I'm caught up. Aren't wrestling tights just a man bikini, anyways? Yeah, pretty much. Denny Dragon. Yeah, pretty much. That was the plan, Big Green. I haven't edited anything yet. I get interested in the conversations, and I haven't edited anything. I'm going to be up late again tonight. Could the Goosh Cannon kill the ramen guy? These are the real. Ooh. Madara, the Goosh Cannon would destroy immediately. Black Zetsu would be annihilated. He could take out both Naruto and Sasuke in their ultimate forms without a problem, but I don't know about Ramen Guy. Chris' reaction to the Princess on Cyanide was fucking priceless. Oh, Cyanide and Happiness was so great, Chris. God damn, that's some funny shit. Jeez, those were great. It's Spaz Kid's fault, Cesaro says. Just in general, I gotcha. Hey, Lost! No, I've already given up, Big Green. I won't be editing anything for this to stream. I typically stream for a little under, or right around an hour. We're over halfway through. I'm not going to be editing. Again, it'll just be because I put it, and again, this isn't a complaint. This is stuff I enjoy doing, so I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining, but I put in really, really long days. This one just got even longer. As long as I can stroke my banana, Frost says, to your strapless bikini pics and not get an STD, I'll be fine. Well, I don't make any promises. There are no guarantees that come with the strapless bikini pics. I don't know. Best OST? I don't know. Something I'd have to really sit down and think about. Somebody get Soikage to power scale the Goosh Cannon. There you go. Yeah, like we we need this looked into. No! How the hell did I miss that? Chrome said, so Curtis, you heard about how bad Japan is being hit at the moment? A typhoon and an earthquake? I see. This is large part. Hold on, you got me curious as hell. This is what I'm talking about. Japan could be underwater right now, and American media would ignore it if Stormy Daniels came out with a new tidbit on Trump or something. Holy fuck, earthquake buries homes under landslides in Hokkaido, Japan. Whoa, what the fuck? 6.7 earthquake. God damn, I hadn't even heard about this. Oh, what a shame. Freaking poor Japan. Holy shit. Damn. I'll have to read up on that as soon as... I know, Lex, I totally clickbaited you guys. Like Lex says, I was promised editing. I should know better. I know I'm going to get interested in the conversations. Wow, that's... I want to read up on what's going on in Japan when we're done here, too. Shit. It killed thousands? God damn. I hadn't heard about any of it. Again, you guys know what most... any quote-unquote, for lack of a better term, news organizations in America aren't interested in covering anything other than what is the clickbaitiest, and the clickbaitiest is typically anything to do with Trump. Excuse me. Yes, you're Big Green, you're 100% right. They could find the Loch Ness Monster Bigfoot in Atlantis on the same day, and America would just report on a pimple on Trump's ass or nose or something. Yes, you're 100% right. I'm so disgusted in general with just the media in general here. And now you got, again, maybe it's just because you guys know my education was in journalism. So maybe this is why I get so appalled. The New York Times posted an opinion piece by an anonymous source. It's the first I've ever heard of anything that ridiculous in my life. There is no, and the New York Times wants to be taken seriously. Their constant gripe is, well, Trump's making people not respect us. No, you're fucking making people not respect you. I don't give a shit who it was. There is no such thing in a legitimate form of media as an anonymous opinion piece. Are you fucking kidding? Unbelievable. I mean, the New York Times is, I don't know if it's just making a joke of itself on purpose or what. Yep, they posted an anonymous sourced opinion piece. Unbelievable. Japan completely destroyed us media. Game convention in Japan canceled. Our video games dying. Yeah, pretty much, Lifer. That's it. I mean, our news media is the absolute drizzling shits. They're garbage, and they deserve all the vitriol they get. One random person says, thanks for the entertainment while I'm driving to work and start my night shift. Oh, heading into work? Well, thanks for popping in while you could, ORP. Starting a night shift? Now, I can't remember where ORP said he's from. Are you in UK? Or over in Europe? Because I know you guys are, 5 hours ahead of us? I think you guys are at about 7:38 p.m., right? An anonymous source from within the White House as well. And that's the thing, Chrome. How do we know? I mean, as soon as you're anonymous, nothing else matters. Oh, this is a high-ranking official inside the White House. But that's why anonymous sources do not get to write opinion pieces, because if you're anonymous, you very well may not be who you proclaim to be. I've never heard of that before. I've never heard of, to say that, I was going to say a legitimate news source publishing an anonymous opinion piece, but that would be saying that the Times is legitimate, and I think they've given up legitimacy some time ago. Oh, Norway, ORP. I'm curious. That's right. Now I do remember. We had that conversation before. Hold on. I'm just curious. I want to see something. See what I'm a time zone idiot. I like. In Norway. No. I'm just curious. Oh, so it's 8:39 there. So you are 6 hours ahead of me. Okay. I was just curious. Stupid things entertain me. The time zone differences and stuff. So it's definitely an overnight shift. I didn't mind. I'll tell you, I've done shift work in my past. I never minded third shift, the overnight shift. I don't like second shift. I don't like going into work at like 3, 4 in the afternoon. Hi, says link below for embarrassing news headline. Okay. Oh God, I can't even imagine. All right, let me hold on. I want to click. Hi, link here. Eminem's new album samples Kingdom Hearts update. No, it doesn't. One of the tracks is actually it doesn't. That's a good update though. Actually, it doesn't. That's calling it right out. Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. That's kind of you to say. Mikey, Curtis, what was your best accomplishment as a wrestler? See, a lot of people are always surprised when they ask about that. I'll tell you, Mikey, of winning titles and stuff like that, that's cool. It's fun to win a belt here and there and stuff, but those aren't even close to my top accomplishments. My top accomplishments are the ones where I felt like I put on the best show. I have a match that is, if not my favorite, thank you, Red Prince, it's in my top 3 favorites. It's a match I lost, and I lost. It was a title match that I lost, and as soon as I think of favorite matches, it's one of the first ones that comes to mind. I'll with the time we have left, if you guys want to hear the story, I'll tell it to you. But accomplishments in wrestling for me was never about winning and losing. Wrestling is about entertaining the fans, not about how many. Now, if you get WWE, yes, titles are important because it means you're making more money. You don't make any money in the indies. I don't give a shit about winning belts. I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun. But the bottom line is putting together a great show. You guys want to hear? Yes. Here in Germany, our media, Rückbüro, Joe says, hell, the big. Our retarded media is fighting back by calling everybody who criticizes them an alt-right or crazy conspiracy theorist. You're right. So while continuing spewing shit and propaganda. Absolutely, Joe. And publishing opinion pieces by anonymous sources. That's just amazing. Go ahead. System match didn't happen in Japan. Yeah, that's Meltzer, Glenn. All right, I'll tell you guys a story quick. Again, it's one of my all-time favorite matches. We used to do a regular show. I think it was in Vermont. It was in New England. Yeah, it was Vermont. It was a old armory in Vermont. One night I came out there, and this is the place that the booker, the promoter, asked me to play the heel hardcore, over the top. It got so bad, those people hated me so much, he came back to me later, it was once a month show, several months later saying, oh, maybe we better take it down a notch. He said, I'm starting to get scared they're going to burn the place down. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You told me to play the heel. I'm playing the heel. So anyway, I was vicious to them. One night I came out, and a buddy of mine was reffing the match named Todd, and he knew I was going to start ripping on people, so he grabs me aside and he goes, hey, get this asshole in the blue shirt in the front row. He said, he's giving me a hard time. He said, let him have it. So I went down and I went after him, and I went after him hard. He was a skinny hillbilly. I mean, he had a bunch of missing teeth. He probably weighed 130 pounds. His wife, I assume it was his wife, girlfriend, whatever, she probably weighed closer to 300. And he was there every month. Sometimes her kids would be with him, and I started hammering on him. Well, that became a thing. I ripped on this guy. I was vicious to this guy. On the mic, embarrassing him. Up close in person, because there are certain things. It was a family show, so certain things I had to say up close to him. About his teeth being missing in all the right spots to make me a nice little that he could be my little whore, and comments about his wife and the fact that it's proof that in Vermont that the hillbillies fuck the farm animals because there's no way that she's 100% human. I mean, vicious, nasty stuff. The guy fucking hated me. So they had a big tournament to determine the champion of this particular organization. The plan was for me, the top heel, to end up obviously against the top babyface. So month after month we'd have rounds of the tournament. Now it came time for the finals, and my buddy Mike, he was wrestling as Johnny Kane at the time. It was him against me. So it was a big deal. I mean, the promoter had bought billboard space and everything. Back then the internet was in its infancy, if it around at all, so you were still traditional advertising. He'd bought a billboard for the match, the whole nine. So we get set down to put the match together, and the promoter says, why don't we toss a coin to see who wins? I said, no, so you're not going to toss a coin to see who wins. I said, these people come down here and they put their money down every month. They despise me, and every month I beat up another one of their favorites. I said, this is the storytelling of wrestling. Tonight they get their comeuppance. I said, Mike, I want Mike to win, and I want him to go over. I'm going to get the shit beat out of me. That's the way it needs to be. That's how you complete the story. So they're like, all right, cool, whatever. Well, I took a horrific beating that night. Horrific. I mean, I put in so many spots. I got a little carried away. But anyway, the final spot I had to take was from the promoter himself, was my buddy Mike's manager. He gives me the final shot was with a kendo stick. And I'll never forget looking at this guy, the hillbilly that's there every month. As I'm taking this beating, I was over there, and you never saw a happier face. He was grinning ear to ear. It was like everything in his life was complete, because somebody who had been an obnoxious, disgusting bully to him was getting his comeuppance. So after I took the kendo stick and it split my head open, my manager, Kenny, was trying to get me out of the ring because he knew I'd taken a beating. He was actually trying to help me to the back. And I had to push him away because I said, no, I wanted to go out on the other side where this guy was. So I rolled out of the ring on the other side. I hit the floor, and he's standing, and he's so happy, and he's screaming at me, and I decided to pay him off. And I started pretending like I was almost in tears. And I'm like, I'm going to him, I'm really hurt. How can you laugh at me? I'm really hurt, dude. Shut up. And he's laughing. And you loser, fuck you. He's going, fuck you. I'm going, stop it. It's not right. Why would you laugh at me? I'm hurt bad. I got to go to the hospital. Oh, wait. He's going, that was one of my favorite matches ever. This guy obviously had next to nothing for money. Spent it every month to come watch us wrestle. Got there early because there was no assigned seating, and he was in the same place every time, which means he was near the front of the line because we used to draw pretty good in this house. And it was the ultimate in storytelling for me. He'd gotten bullied, belittled, made fun of, and giving him his comeuppance made that one of the greatest matches of my life. You never saw anybody happier and more vindicated than this guy was when I was laying on the ground in a puddle of my own blood, pleading with him to stop being mean to me. It was one of the greatest moments of wrestling. I still remember when I was going to take that last kendo stick shot. As I was heading in towards Bumpy, who was the promoter's name, to take the shot, he was standing on his seat, screaming for him to do it, for him to take me out. So yes, that was one of my all-time favorite matches. Yes, kayfabe was completely a thing back then, Cesaro, and this guy believed every second of it. And again, you could feel his emotion in finally seeing me get what I had coming to me. I never get tired of hearing this story. Yeah, I've told that one before, Tim, but it's my favorite moment. I bet you made 90 cents in the indies. That's why you're doing YouTube live streams for that extra 2 cents. If I made 90 cents in the indies, that was a good night, Big Green. Wait, what if he was Bark Sensei? But yeah, that's what was fun about wrestling for me. That's why I always told you guys, as I mentioned so many times, I never took down a match because there weren't enough people there. That pisses me off to this day when guys do that. It doesn't matter if there's 10 people there or several thousand people there. Whatever I had put in the match, whatever kind of violence, whatever kind of beating I was going to take, I'm not taking it down a level. Those 10 people, it's not their fault nobody else showed up. They spent their money. They wanted to see violence. I'm going to give them violence. Yeah, I've got a lot of what I have wrestling Retro Mint Man. I have one video online somewhere, but a lot of it's, first of all, a lot of my wrestling career was way before everybody had video cameras all the time, so a lot of it just was never captured. But a lot of it, what has been captured, is still on old VHS tapes, and I got to get it transferred over. I got a whole drawer full, right here, as a matter of fact. I think this is I've got a drawer full of VHS tapes with wrestling on it that I got to get. I got to digitize them. Let's see. Yeah, my wrestling name. The name I used the longest and most popular was Curtis Candy. Any serious injuries? Well, it depends. I said serious injuries, and Siri thought I was talking to her. The most serious injury I have from wrestling, which was a combination of wrestling and boxing and everything I know, but is the post-concussion syndrome. The most painful injury I ever had, believe it or not, I've had bones broken and shit, but was the time I tore muscles loose in my back. Oh, That fucking pain was unbelievable. I never got to meet Eddie, man. I wish I had, because he used to work the indies a lot, and we just never crossed paths. I do know that several of the guys that we brought through wrestling school had worked on shows with him, and his reputation among all those guys, and these are good friends of mine, was he was like one of the most giving guys you'll ever meet. Had no air about him of, look at me, I'm a badass type thing at all. He would stay after shows. Now this is a guy, this is, in between his WWE runs. He was a top guy, and he would stay after little rinky-dink indie shows to work with guys and show them shit. To me, you can't say anything more about a person than that. He was a good dude. What do wrestlers think of the Benoit tragedy? It's like anything else, Demetrius. I think everybody's got their own opinion on it. I mean, I there's no excusing it. If you have to, you're in a point in your life where you got to take your own life as one thing, but I don't care what happened to you, that you could take the life of your own child and your own wife. I have no use for them. Steel chair to the skull. Good God, he's broken SmackDown in half. Good old JR. Yeah, Cesaro. Oh, George says, I really hope Stephen Hawking didn't eat vegetables. Cannibalism is terrible. If I get my ass going, Andrew, and get them digitized, sure, I'd post them for you guys. Absolutely. Yep. I actually have the converter. I just gotta. I never. It's one of those things you never think to do. I just got to pick up a VCR because you got to have the VCR to digitize them. But I have the converter right in one of those drawers back there. I have a converter. I just got to pick up the VCR to play the videos. Daniel, I don't know. It will be coming up. As I said, on the Swaikage and Nux Taku videos, now that I'm away from spoilers on them, I'll be watching lots of them. I mean, both guys are really cool about allowing us to react to their videos. Everybody seems to enjoy them. I love them. So, but as far as any one specific one, I don't know specifically when it'll be. Is that may never happen had Eddie been alive at the time? That's very possible, Glenn. Very possible. With as tight as him and Eddie were, very possible. Would I do sumo wrestling? I would try. I wouldn't be very good at it, Wiggle. As fat guy as I am, I haven't been able to achieve quite that level yet. Let's see. Lieutenant Mays Hughes walks into a bar. Oh wait, he's dead. Oh, Milag. What the hell? General Mays Hughes. Favorite commentator? Who used to do a good job as a color man was Taz, but probably JR. I have a message that will not fit here. Alright, Wolverine. Oh, watch for it. Have you heard of Silly Super Pop? I have not, Mikey. I don't even know what that is. Silly Super Pop? I don't know who or what that is. Everybody's saying how good All In was. To me, is Itachi the greatest character in all of anime? Not to me. I mean, I could understand somebody feeling that way. I think he's a phenomenal character. But no, not for me. Right now, my favorite character in the anime I've seen is Killua. I fucking love Killua. It's going to be a slobber knocker, indeed, Andrew. By the time WWE bought WCW Retro Mint Man, you could kind of see it coming. I wasn't surprised. Because really, what made the WCW was that, what do they call it? The New World Order. That was a gimmick that just caught on like wildfire. But like every other gimmick, it runs its course. And when the NWO thing ran its course, they had nothing to back it up with. So it wasn't, by the time it happened, it wasn't a surprise at all. Okay, Hinata. Together with Michael Jackson in real life. All right, well, good. Thanks for being in with us while you could. Too bad about Michael not his account getting banned. That sucks. I'll bet Edward would have given an arm and a leg to save Maze. What the hell is wrong with you guys, Train? Jesus Christ. Somebody else was telling me that, Zenny Dragon, that Cena debuted a new finisher at a live event in Shanghai. That amazing. At this point in his career, debuting a new finisher, I was just shocked. It's like, dude, you're on your way out, I would assume. He's got his movie career going and everything. I mean, I like Cena. I'm not one of the Cena haters, but it clearly looks like he was moving away from the business. I'm surprised he would be debuting a new finisher. Sorry, I'll fix it. Brigadier General Mace Hughes walks into a bar. Oh, he was busy getting dirt thrown on him better. Meanwhile, there's something wrong with you. I mean, I say that in an admirable way, but there's definitely something wrong. Completely agree, Wiggle Me. Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the best in the Attitude Era. 100%, absolutely. With his combination of work rate, workability in the ring, and the way he could handle a mic, oh shit, yeah, easily. Barry the Chopper. Oh, Barry the Chopper. I did see. I just got done with the Barry Ripper thing. The last episode I watched was where Ripper wipes off the whatever you call that gave him that the insignia that bonded his soul to the metal. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Wolverine. I just get so many things going on. It's hard for me to remember when you guys want me to have a follow-up. Okay. Wolverine says, Ducky's voice actor from The Land Before Time was killed by her father when she was 10? Jeez. It was a fucking murder-suicide. Holy fuck. I didn't know that. That's fucking twisted as hell. Jesus Christ. Gone. What do you call a gay Jewish guy? A Hebrew. Corey Graves is okay. I don't mind him now. I didn't know if I was going to like him at first, but yeah, he's I've warmed up to him. I kind of like him. Gives you an idea about Alphonse and his body. Yeah, Chrome, really. Oh, man. No, I haven't seen Boruto yet. Maybe somewhere down the line I might watch it. Why the coffee file police reporter got mugged. Dad joke intensified. Yeah, Daniel. That's clearly a dad joke. Yep. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to have to hang it up because, as you can see, I did absolute zero editing. Again, I'm not complaining. I like these streams so much. That's why I tried to combine the two, because I was sitting here and it's like, oh, I got so much to go. I'm not going to have time to stream today. But I miss these streams when we don't get to do them. I really enjoy them a lot. None they find a man to do it. I've heard that one, Lex. Oh. But I figured I would get interested in the conversations and would blow off the editing. So I'll be up an hour later tonight than I thought I would be. There are worse things that can happen in life. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thanks for all the good conversation. This was a blast, and hopefully, as Lex said, hopefully you guys aren't too disappointed by my clickbait where I clearly did not edit videos when I said I was going to. I feel bad about that. I mean, I'm generally not the clickbaity type, but as you can tell, obviously, if you're talking about editing videos, it's going to bring in a lot of views. I might make 97 cents on this one. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Pumpu, what's this sticky stuff on me? I want to share it with you. Because we'll bang, okay? We'll bang flashily. But most importantly, guys, turn away if your stomach can't handle it. Most importantly, goosh, 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 goosh.